Assalamu alaikum. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you are fine. Please switch on your cameras. Please switch on your cameras quickly. Okay, today is the last lecture for the differentiation. Only we need to discuss the chain rule and the questions related to chain rule, which is basically the rate of change. So in the last lecture we were doing, last lecture we did K. If it is written dy by dx, what does dy by dx mean? Dy by dx mean rate of change of y with respect to x. When it is written dy by dt, so dy by dt mean rate of change of y with respect to t, and with respect to t can be time. So it's with respect to time. If it is dz by dy, so this is rate of change of z with respect to y. So dy by dx is the mathematical form. And if you want to explain this in words, so it is rate of change of y with respect to x. And if I give you a statement, like if I say rate of change of v with respect to r, so in mathematically, you will write it like dv by dr. If it is written rate of change of area with respect to r, you will write dA by dr. And further, I want to tell you that sometimes with respect to is not given. Simply he will say rate of change of y. If it is not mentioned with respect to what, so it means always it will be with respect to time, because everything is either changing with respect to time. So if it is simply mentioned that rate of change of y with respect to x, it means dy by dx. But if it is simply given that rate of change of y, so rate of change of y mean with respect to what variable. If it is not given, so you will take that variable as time. So if I say rate of change of y, so it means dy by dt. Rate of change of volume mean dv by dt. Please, that's last time I'm saying switch on your cameras. Otherwise, I will remove you. So whenever with respect to is not given, so it's always with respect to time. Here it is, rate of change of volume. It's not given with respect to what? So simply you wrote it dv by dt. If it is rate of change of x coordinate, how will you write that? Dx by dt. Now the last thing here I want to discuss this thing. Rate of change mean something is either increasing or decreasing. If in the question it is written the rate of change, or if it is written rate of increase in y. So rate of increase in y mean he is also talking about dy by dt. And if it says rate of increase of y with respect to x, then that will be dy by dx. So rate of change can be increasing, can be decreasing. So if it says rate of change of y, rate of increase of y, rate of decrease of y, you will always write dy by dt. And the only difference when it says rate of increase or rate of decrease, rate of increase mean when increasing rate mean your gradient is positive. So in that case, your dy by dt will be positive. And if it says that y is decreasing at a certain rate, so it will be dy by dt and your answer will be negative. So now tell me, if I tell you it is written rate of increase of volume, how will you write this in mathematics? Was the statement says the rate of increase in volume is 3. What does it mean? What is that?
Sir, it is an increase.
जी, आई एम रिपीटिंग कि आपको बताना है कि मैथमेटिकली इसको कैसे लिखेंगे. इफ आई से that rate of increase in volume is 3.
Is dv divided by dt or equal to 3?
Good. So you will write dv by dt is equal to 3. So I'm telling you these things because in a question, a statement will be given and you have to extract the data yourself. And you have to write that data in mathematics, in mathematical form, then you will be able to solve those questions. Okay, now Moise Raza, if I ask you that rate of, where is Moise? Okay. Okay, now the question is I'm saying the rate of decrease of x coordinate is 3. Yes, Anya. I'm repeating my question. Rate of decrease of x coordinate is 3. How will you write that?
Sir, I just rejoined. I can't see the screen.
Mm, I'm sharing the screen, but I haven't written this here. So I am saying, if you can't see the screen, then you need to rejoin, I think. Okay, I'm repeating. When I say rate of decrease of x coordinate is 3, then how will you write this mathematically? So rate of decrease of x coordinate with respect to is not given, so it's dx by dt, which is equal to 3. But because this is rate of decrease, so you will be writing minus 3 in this case. Case you will write minus. Otherwise, if it simply says increase, rate of increase, it's positive 3, or rate of simply change, so you'll be writing that 3 only.
Sir, why are we assuming the other variable to be time?
Okay, now basically you will see with that 3 in the question unit will also be given. Like here, if I say rate of decrease of x coordinate or x maybe unit is centimeter, so you'll see your answer will be given like meter per second. So this unit tells that it is per unit time. So with respect to time, that will, these things will be cleared in your question as well. Okay, now further, on that day we studied the chain rule, if you remember. What was the chain rule? Your dy by dx was equal to dy by dt into dt by dx. And if you remember, I told you how to make the chain rule. Suppose in a question, volume, radius, and time, these are given. These three variables are given, and the question says to find rate of change of radius. If the question says, Mikhail, find the rate of change of radius, so it means we need to find dr by dt. So how to make this chain rule? You will write dr by dt like this. Dr by dt is equal to dr by dt. Now you need to see in that particular question, what is the third variable? It is v. So dv here and dv here. So overall, you will get your chain rule will be dr by dt is equal to dr by dv into dv by dt. Now let's collect all these things in a question and try to understand this topic with example. If I tell you that, please stop texting each other. I can point out those two students who are texting each other, but I don't want. So please stay focused. Y is equal to x square plus, not plus, minus 6x plus 11. Y is equal to x square minus 6x plus 11. The question is, It is given that x coordinate is increasing at the rate, say these x and y are lengths and meters, they can be represented with meter. So it is x coordinate is increasing at the rate 4 meter per second. The question is you have to find the rate of increase of y when x is equal to 5. That's the question. The equation is given y is equal to x square minus 6x plus 11. It is given that x coordinate is increasing at the rate 4 meter per second. Find the rate of increase of y when x is equal to 5. Now our first thing is we need to collect the data. Here, what does this mean? X coordinate is increasing at the rate 4. How will you write this mathematically? G, write in the chat box. How will you write this? X coordinate is increasing at the rate 4 meter per second. Yes, dx over dt. You all are right. So dx over dt is equal to 4. So we have got this data. Dx by dt is equal to 4. Now tell me, what do we have to find? Find the rate of increase of y. We have to find the rate of increase of y. So it means we need to find dy by dt is equal to question mark. We need to find this. See, y is increasing at different points with a different variation, but here he is saying you have to find at x is equal to 5. You need to tell that at x is equal to 5, what is the rate of increase of y? Now, if you want to find dy by dt, now what you did here, आपने स्टेटमेंट में से आपने मैथमेटिकली डाटा अपने पास लिख लिया. अब हम क्वेश्चन करने लगे. देखिए फाइंड क्या करना है, dy by dt. तो dy by dt के लिए चेन रूल पहले बनाएं आप. What is the chain rule with dy for dy by dt? I will write dy by dt is equal to dy by dt. Now I will see in the question what is the third variable. It is x. The third variable is x. So here I will write dx and dx. Now if you want to find dy by dt, then you should know these two things, dy by dx and dx by dt. Do we know these two? If you know these two, just multiply them, you'll get the answer. Yes, we know this one, dx by dt from here. But how to find dy by dx? This is not there. But the curve is given. See, this curve is given. If curve y is given, if you differentiate that curve, you will get dy by dx. So it means now we are going to differentiate y to get dy by dx. Here I'm going to do that. Your y is x square minus 6x plus 11. So if you differentiate, you will get dy by dx is equal to 2x minus 6. So we got dy by dx as well. Now just put the values. Your value of dy by dx is 2x minus 6. The value of dx by dt is 4. This is your rate of change of y, but this is the general. This is in terms of x. You were looking for the rate of change of y when x was 5 at this point. So simply put x5 here. So if you put 5, 2 times 5 is 10 minus 6, 4 times 4 is 16. So rate of change of y is 16. Okay, we will do more examples. The concept will be cleared further. Now I'm giving you one question. You will attempt this along with me. If I tell you that now start discussion, rate of change of y is 11, first collect the data from the given information. Yeah, when x is 4. So you will be needing this x is equal to 4 in the last step. So information given, rate of change of y is 11, mean dy by dt is 11. We have to find dx by dt at x equal to 4. So chain rule for dx by dt will be like this, dx by dt. So here dy, dy. So we need dy by dx. So I hope you have differentiated the curve. So if we differentiate the curve, dy by dx, we'll get 6x square minus 14x plus 2. This is dy by dx. Remember here, when you put the values, if you are finding dx by dt, this is dx by dy, remember. And you found here dy by dx. If dy by dx is 6x square minus 14x plus 2, then what is dx by dy? It will be 1 over 6x square minus 14x plus 2. Yes, Ismail, you are right, reciprocal. Because you found dy by dx, but we need dx by dy. Into your dy by dt was given, and that was given 11. Now just put that x is equal to 4 in the last expression and tell me what's the answer. Simply tell me in fraction form. Isra is saying it's 11 by 42. You please confirm. Yes, Amna confirmed that. Just put x is equal to 4. You will get 42. So 11 over 42. So the rate of change of x or x coordinate here is 11 by 42. Is that clear? So Ramesh is saying my answer is also same, no differentiation. Mashallah. So now no difference becomes no differentiate. Next is a bit different question. देखिएगा जरा. Area of a circle is increasing at the rate 3 meters square per second. Find the rate of increase of radius when radius is 10 meter. Start this question. First collect the data. एक प्रॉब्लम सिर्फ इसमें आएगा, देखते हैं कि कौन उसको आइडेंटिफाई कर सकता है. Area of circle is increasing at the rate 3 meter square per second. So this is dA by dt, which is 3. Find the rate of increase of radius. We need to find dr by dt. Now make the chain rule for this. So if we want to find dr by dt, it is equal to dr by dt. What's the third variable? It's area. So dA and dA. Now problem here is we have dA by dt. We know this. But we don't have dr by dA. We don't have dr by dA, or we don't have dA by dr, and even we don't have the equation. पहले तो equation given होती थी. कौन बताएगा equation कहाँ से आएगी? Amna is right. Isra is right. So basically in this question he is talking about circle. In fact, he is talking about the area of circle, and we know area of circle is pi r square. So right here, area of circle is equal to pi r square. Remember, pi is a constant, just like 2, 3, 4. It's 3.14. A pi is constant. Now differentiate this area of circle with respect to r. So you will get dA by dr. Pi is simply a coefficient, constant. So if you differentiate pi r square, 2 will become coefficient, so it will become 2 pi r. So we got dA by dr. So just put this here. Dr by dt is, we need dr by dA. We have dA by dr, which is 2 pi r. So what will be dr by dA? It will be 1 over 2 pi r. And what is dA by dt? It is 3. Now put radius 10. If we put radius 10, so we will get 3 over 20 pi. This is your answer in terms of pi. If the question says write your answer in terms of pi, you can write 3 over 20 pi. अगर वो decimal form में कहता है तो you can write your answer correct to 3 significant figure. Yes, Moz?
सर वो जो पाया है उसका उसकी डिफरेंशिएशन जीरो नहीं होनी चाहिए बिकॉज इट्स अ कांस्टेंट उसके पास कोई वो नहीं है कोई
जल्दी
वेरिएबल
से
नहीं
प्लीज
है
मॉज देखें, इधर 3r square की डिफरेंशिएशन बताएं क्या होगी.
सर 3r स्क्वायर की क्या होगी 2r
क्या दोबारा बोलें?
2r.
3 किधर जाएगा?
Sorry.
सो 3 का डेरिवेटिव तब 0 होता है जब यहाँ पे आगे ऐड हो रहा हो। तो जब ये ऐड होता है तो ये तो 6r बन जाता है और इसका डेरिवेटिव 0 होता है। और मैंने बताया था कांस्टेंट जब ऐड सब्ट्रैक्ट हो रहा अकेला होता है तो उसका डेरिवेटिव 0 होता है, लेकिन जब कोफिशिएंट होता है तो उसको डिफरेंशिएट नहीं करते। जी मिकाइल। यस मिकाइल, हम आपको देख सकते हैं। अगर आप कुछ कहना चाहते हैं तो बोलें प्लीज।
सर वो क्या कहते हैं, अगर हमने इसको फर्दर सिंपलीफाई करना होगा तो पाई की जनरली वैल्यू क्या लेंगे हम?
यार कैलकुलेटर वाला पाई यूज करेंगे। कैलकुलेटर में पाई होता है वही यूज करेंगे। कैलकुलेटर में जो बटन पाई है डायरेक्ट वो पाई प्रेस करेंगे आप। जी, आई होप दिस इज क्लियर। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन। नाउ प्लीज नोट डाउन। Volume, not volume. Radius of a sphere is changing at the rate 3 centimeter per second. Find the rate of change of its volume when radius is equal to 1 centimeter. Start. This time he is talking about sphere. सो ओ लेवल में जो 3D शेप्स की थी उनके वॉल्यूम, सरफेस एरियाज, ये सारी चीजें पड़ी थी, वो हमें आनी चाहिए। लेकिन हम तो प्रिडिक्टेड लेके आए थे, पता नहीं क्या बना, याद भी है कि नहीं। लेकिन प्रिडिक्टेड ग्रेड सबके माशाल्लाह बहुत अच्छे हैं। और वो ये बता रहे हैं कि ये फार्मूला तो आपके फिंगर टिप्स पे हैं। Zainab is, yes, it's cube. So radius of sphere is changing, so dr by dt is 3. We need to find rate of change of volume. We need to find dv by dt. So chain rule for volume will be dv by dt is equal to dv by dt. Here we need to write r, dr. And the formula for volume of sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube. We need to differentiate this. If we differentiate this, we'll get dv by dr. 4 by 3 is a coefficient, pi is also a coefficient, so 4 by 3 pi will stay as it is. Only you have to differentiate r cube, which is 3r square. So 3 with the previous coefficient 3 will be cancelled out, so you'll get 4 pi r square. So our dv by dt will be dv by dr is 4 pi r square, and dr by dt I told you what? It was 3. And we need to use radius 1 here. So if we use radius 1, so your answer will be 12 pi. That's it. Now open your worksheet. We already did most of the question. Start question number 3. Question 3. Please do question number 3. I hope you already downloaded the worksheet. Question 3 is the volume of a spherical balloon is increasing at a constant rate of 50 centimeter cube per second. Find the rate of increase of radius when the radius is 10 centimeter. And the good thing is volume of sphere is given, but that will not happen all the time. कभी कभी वो दे देता है formulas, but usually नहीं given होते. जी, attempt question number 3. Sir, can you please go to the previous? Abdullah Qureshi, simply you can find it over the Google कर सकते हैं प्लीज. इसमें कोई मुश्किल बात नहीं है. ओ लेवल में भी खैर पढ़े हैं. थोड़े से 3D फार्मूला वो लिखने शुरू करेंगे तो बहुत टाइम लग जाएगा. So Murtajis, which page were you talking about? This one? First of today's class. First of today's class. Okay, question 3. I hope most of you have done. The volume of spherical balloon is increasing at the constant rate 50. So d v by dt is given 50. Okay, I'm not doing this question. You can do it yourself. And just check whether you are getting the right answer. Match the answer. Okay, done. If you are done and you got the right answer, please quickly write in the chat box so that I can start further. Okay, good. Okay, now you can do such questions. Question number 9. Start question 9 now. Start question 9. Question 9 of that worksheet. So we have completed our topic differentiation. Now you have to complete the remaining questions of this worksheet. Right now we are doing question 9. Y is equal to 4 square root x plus 2 over square root x. Your part 1 is obtain an expression for dy by dx. Ali, you are asking for question 8, second pass. Find the values of f of x at the two stationary points on the curve. So basically you have to find the coordinates of stationary point, and you need to tell its y coordinate. F of x, values of f of x mean values of y. So once you have the x coordinate of the stationary point, put those two x coordinates in original equation, you will get corresponding y coordinate, which is basically f of x. And then you need to check the nature by second derivative test. I hope you got it. G, have you differentiated part 1 of question 9? If you want to differentiate this, first write under root x as 1 by 2 and bring under root x into the numerator, you'll get x raised to power minus 1 by 2. Then differentiate it. So if you differentiate, you will get 4. 1 by 2 will become coefficient. So 2x raised to power minus 1 by 2 and minus 1 x raised to power minus 1 by 2 minus 1 is minus 3 by 2. So I'm getting dy by dx 2 over under root x minus 1 over x power 3 by 2. This is your dy by dx. Then start its second part. A point is moving along the curve in such a way that the x coordinate is increasing at a constant rate of 0.12. So x coordinate is increasing. Dx by dt is 0.12. We have to find the rate of change of y coordinate dy by dt at x is equal to 4. So you need to make the chain rule for dy by dt, which is equal to dy by dt. So dx here, dx here. You already found dy by dx in part 1. So just use that. 2 over under root x minus 1 over x raised to power 3 by 2 into dx by dt is 4. Not 4. It is 0.12. And put the value of x is equal to 4 here. If you put x is equal to 4, you will get 2 over under root 4 is 2, which is 1. 1 by 8, 1 minus 1 by 8. So what's the answer? Okay, done. Zero 0.105. Use your calculator and you can find 0.105. G, any problem in this question? Okay. So now you can do 30 क्वेश्चंस। अब हम कोई क्वेश्चन करते हैं कोई और। क्वेश्चन 10 हम कर चुके हैं पहले। नो। ओके, बताएं क्वेश्चन 10 कैसे करेंगे। हाउ टू डू क्वेश्चन 10। How to prove that any curve is increasing or decreasing? If you want to prove that a given curve is an increasing curve, then you need to prove that dy by dx is always greater than 0. For increasing curve, we know that gradient is always positive. Gradient is always greater than 0. अगर डिक्रीजिंग प्रूव करनी है तो आपको प्रूव करना होगा कि उसका आंसर हमेशा नेगेटिव आएगा. So see here, I am doing question 10. So question 10 is f of x is equal to 2x minus 5 whole cube plus x. You have to show that f is an increasing function. देखिए यहां से स्टार्ट, अगर ये गिवन होता है इंक्रीजिंग फंक्शन तो हम खुद लिखते हैं dy by dx is greater than 0. लेकिन अब हमें ये प्रूव करना है कि ये इंक्रीजिंग है. जी, डिफरेंशिएट करते हैं. और आपको बताया था कि y को डिफरेंशिएट करें तो dy by dx लिखते हैं, और f of x को डिफरेंशिएट करें तो हम f prime of x लिखते हैं. So f prime x is equal to f prime of x is basically dy by dx. So if you differentiate, 3 will become the coefficient. Whole, second rule, power will become 3 minus 1 is 2. And then the derivative of inner will be multiplied. 2x minus 5 ka derivative 2. Plus the derivative of x is 1. So 3 times 2 is 6 into 2x minus 5 whole square plus 1. So this is your f prime of x. आपको अब ये प्रूव करना है कि इस f prime of x का आंसर हमेशा पॉजिटिव आता है. So how to prove that it's always positive? It's always greater than 0. You need to prove that it's an increasing function. So increasing function के लिए prove करना है कि its answer is always positive. G, who will tell me this? Haja is saying completing the square method. She remember what I told yesterday, but if you see here, square is already completed. सब कुछ हुआ हुआ है, आंसर लिखना है आपने. जी देखिए जरा, आप देखें कि इसका आंसर 2x minus 5 होल स्क्वायर, इसका आंसर हमेशा क्या आता है? पॉजिटिव आता है. ठीक हो गया. किसी भी एक्सप्रेशन के ऊपर स्क्वायर हो तो इट्स ऑलवेज पॉजिटिव, बिकॉज whether inside it's negative or positive, if you take the square of that, it will always be positive. और पॉजिटिव नंबर को 6 से मल्टीप्लाई करें, पॉजिटिव 6 से मल्टीप्लाई करें तो भी पॉजिटिव रहेगा, और उसमें फिर 1 ऐड कर दें, अगर एक पॉजिटिव नंबर ऐड कर दें तो इवन देन द आंसर विल स्टे पॉजिटिव. सो कैसे लिखेंगे आंसर? बेहतर फॉर्म क्या है? ऐसे लिखेंगे. सी, यू विल राइट 2x minus 5 whole square. We know 2x minus 5 whole square is always either greater than or equal to 0. And if I multiply 6 on both sides of the inequality, मैं ये expression basically बनाने लगा हूं. So if I multiply 6 on both sides of the inequality, 6 into 2x minus 5 whole square, so 0 times 6 is also 0. So if you multiply with 6, it will also be greater than equal to 0. अब अगर दोनों तरफ मैं 1 ऐड कर दूं, if I add 1 here, और अगर मैं उस तरफ भी ऐड 1 कर दूं तो 0 plus 1 is 1. What is this? This is f prime of x. F prime of x is greater than equal to 1. So f prime of x is greater than equal to 1. f prime of x represents the gradient. So gradient is always greater than equal to 1. So it means for this curve, your gradient will always be greater than equal to 1. Mean gradient hamesha positive hoga. This shows that the curve is an increasing, this function is an increasing function. Okay, now I want you to attempt question 12. Its first part is a bit difficult. Difficult nahi hai, O level wala hai. Bit different, I would say. Ji, attempt question 12. The volume of a circular cylinder of radius r is 250 pi. Volume is given 250 pi. We need to show that the total surface area of the cylinder is this. We have to prove that surface area is 2 pi r square plus 500 pi over r. Okay, we know that cylinder has three faces. Top is a circle, bottom is a circle, and then a circular path. What is the surface area of a cylinder? What's the formula for that? For top circle, it's pi r square, bottom is pi r square, so it is pi r square plus pi r square is 2 pi r square. And what's the area of the curved surface of cylinder? It is 2 pi r h. So you should be knowing the formulas for all 3D shapes which you did in O level. So the surface area of cylinder is 2 pi r square plus 2 pi r h. We need to prove that surface area is 2 pi r square plus 500 pi by r. So only thing is कि आपको जो prove करना है that is entirely in terms of pi and r. तो इस फॉर्मूले में से you need to eliminate h. अब कहां से find करें h? O level में ऐसे काफी questions करते थे. Your volume is given. Yes, Amna, you are right. So volume is given 250 pi, and we know the volume of cylinder is pi r square h. So when it says volume is 250 pi, so it means volume pi r square h is equal to 250 pi. So from here your h will be 250 pi over pi r square. So pi and pi will be cancelled, so 250 over r square. Now you got the value of h. Now put that value of h here. You will get your surface area 2 pi r square plus 2 pi r, and h is 250 over r square. Two times 250 is 500. Pi as it is. R from the numerator and r square from the denominator will be cancelled, and you will be left 1 r in the denominator. Then it says, given that r can vary, find the stationary value of s. Stationary values find karna, it's not a difficult task for you. We know that to find stationary value of s, we need to differentiate s, and we need to put it equal to 0. As At stationary values, gradients are 0. So we need to differentiate s. So 2 pi r square plus 500 pi, bring r into the numerator, r raised to power minus 1. Now if you differentiate this ds with respect to r, remember pi is a constant. So you will get 4 pi r minus 500 pi r raised to power minus 2. This is your ds by dr. For stationary value, put ds by dr 0. If you take the LCM, it is r square. So here you will get 4 pi r cube minus 500 pi is equal to 0. Mean 4 pi r cube minus 500 pi is equal to 0. So we will get r cube is equal to 500 pi by 4 pi. So pi and pi will be cancelled out. 500 over 4 is 125. If you take the cube root, you will get r is equal to 5. Is this the stationary value of s, Fareha?
Sir, why?
This is the s, this is the r coordinate. You need to put this r is equal to 5 in the original curve here to find the s. So if you put r5, what will be s? S will be 150 pi. So this is the required answer. This is the stationary value of s. Okay, now the third part is determine the nature of this stationary value. How to find the nature? Just take the second derivative, put your r5 there. If you are getting positive, that will be minimum. If you are getting negative, that will be your maximum. So that was your topic differentiation. I think most of the questions are done. So you need to complete now this worksheet. जो आपके questions अब रह गए हैं, I think 2-3 questions ही रह गए हैं, वो आपने complete कर लेने हैं. And by Sunday, you need to upload your worksheet on the Google Classroom. Is there any problem, any question till now? That was your topic differentiation. Okay, if you know the differentiation now from Monday onwards, we can start our next and the last topic of our P1, which is integration. So before coming to that, I would simply say कि आपके differentiation इस weekend पे आपने अच्छी तरह revise करनी है. And अगर आपको past paper से और भी questions मिलें तो you should attempt them. Thank you so much. See you on Monday. Allah Hafiz.